Alright, hear what Lycon has to say. Hello, Lycon.
Just as I suspected, you're here, Master Proxy. Please do not misunderstand. I'm not here to rush you to find the flower Rena mentioned. That specific flower requested by the client isn't the only thing required. We must prepare the rest of the banquet as well. They're merely decorations, not the focus. There is no need to cater to unrealistic demands.
Your tone seems a little different today, Lycon. If you need to tell me something, you can tell it to me straight.
My apologies. It appears I've let myself become a bit too relaxed in your presence. Though I cannot divulge everything, I don't want you to agonize over those rare flowers. They require an extremely difficult and specific environment, and are far from easy to cultivate. It is also extremely dangerous to try growing any plants in areas repeatedly ravaged by Hollow Zero. The commission we received is to host a perfect banquet. Our duties do not entail fulfilling our client's personal wishes through said banquet. Finding that flower is simply an extraneous task. In addition, Rena and I only just found out that our client has not been completely honest with us. His true intentions are...
Alright.
I think I kinda get it. Though, when I saw Rena yesterday, she seemed a little anxious. Anyway, I trust your judgment.
In any case, neither you nor Miss Orchidea of Dew Gardening should put yourselves in danger for that flower. Rena and I both concur on this point.
Vivian suddenly appears at the side, seeming to be feigning nonchalance. Lycon, not wanting to continue saying anything impolite, says he needs more flowers for the banquet before he quickly bids you farewell and leaves.
What a coincidence, Lord Phaethon. Hello.
I don't think meeting you at any point since this update has been a coincidence. Never.
Just now, was that?
Yes, that was Lycon.
Yeah, it was Lycon. Victoria Housekeeping has been trying to find a rare flower for their client.
Then, is finding that flower also your wish? If so, I can help. Oh, and Hugo too.
No need. I heard that it has strict requirements to grow and cultivate, and even looks like an ethereal of some sort. It's a bit weird, but Lycon came just to make sure we don't go searching for it.
I see. Got it. By the way, Lord Phaethon, have you been helping watch over Dew Gardening as of late?
I doubt that you wouldn't have already known this.
Could I ask you to maybe arrange a pot of flowers for me?
Of course.
Of course I can. What kind of flowers do you want?
I'd be happy just having a pot of flowers prepared by Lord Phaethon.
Okay, that doesn't really give me a lot to go on.
But if I have to say, then maybe could you choose the flowers that represent me in your eyes?
Okay, this might be a little difficult. My personal favorite is a delicate and gentle water flower. But rather than getting my favorite, if I am to receive flowers from Lord Phaethon, I'd much rather you show me how you see me in your choices. Would you do that for me? Flowers like Vivian. Although there aren't enough varieties here, the accessories simply won't do. In that case, picking some purple and delicate flowers might work. I'll get started right away. This will be a tough one, but... Alright, Vivian. Preferred floral component, aquatic and gentle flowers. Alright, so I need a softness of 3. There we go. Does that look better? Yeah. Alright, I think I have what I need.
The simple blue-green hue depicts the tranquility and elegance of time.
At Vivian's request, you use flowers to betray her. These few flowers are not enough to fully capture Vivian, but as an expressive attempt, it's not bad. Caramel Dream and Firefly Mushroom. Nice. So, that's what I look like in Lord Phaethon's eyes. I'll treasure it forever. If there aren't any other customers for now, could you spare a little time for me? My friends and I have a secret space at Port Elpis, and I'd like to invite you to go see it. Of course. I'll take this pot of flowers home first, then wait for you there. If we're lucky, another friend might be joining us too. Alright, let me go over here real quick. Oh wait, there we go. Let me collect all this. I wonder who this friend of hers is. Alright, someone I don't know. Wait, no, I do. Lilac. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you since the LightCon agent story. Manager. Following Vivian and Lilac, you arrive at a cozy little house. It's humble in size, but offers great view and a warm, inviting atmosphere. Just the kind of secret space girls adore. No wonder Vivian seemed restless earlier. Said she was waiting for a surprise. So it was you, manager. Oh, Lilac. I just wanted the manager to see our secret hideout. Speaking of which, didn't you say you were going to buy a pot of flowers for this place? You don't seem to have it. Was it not good enough? No, the one I had doesn't quite fit. I wondered, yeah. Okay, that's why I said you should have taken me with you. I'm sure I could have picked the perfect ones. Come to think of it, the flowers my dad grows in the greenhouse are pretty unique. I don't think I've ever seen them anywhere else. What kind of flowers are they? I think he calls them Nineveh, but Nineveh is is the name of an ethereal, right? Yes, it is. He's always taken great care of those flowers with the name of an ethereal, but never really explained why. I get the feeling that it's got something to do with a friend of his. Flowers linked to a special someone are definitely worth cherishing. Vivian glances at you intently. Forget it. His business is none of my concern anyways. You have a lovely time enjoying the sea breeze with Vivian and Lilac. It's time to head back and take care of the flower shop. As you leave, you faintly hear Vivian and Lilac continue their discussion of floristry. Alright, the next customer is already waiting at the entrance. Go and see. Bernice? Oh no. I don't think I want any flowers near you. No, definitely not. Proxy, what a coincidence. Are you here to buy flowers because you're celebrating something too? I'm working as a part-time florist. I see. That's great then. If it's you, Proxy, I'm sure you'll know exactly what kind of flowers I need. So, what's the happy occasion? Actually, a mining site near Blazewood that was operating illegally was shut down by public security recently. The site had always been marked by PubSec as a hollow disaster risk zone, but somehow the mining company found a way to keep operating behind the scenes, despite the risks. They weren't exactly quiet about it either. Polkra's got good ears and she hadn't had proper sleep in days. She's just been dozing off here and there. It's really sad. We tried to dissuade them a few times and even reported it to PubSec, but nothing ever came of it. And then, a few days ago, the PubSec officers finally came with the papers and ordered them to cease and desist. That's how it should be. Right? This totally deserves a celebration banquet. Plus, I deserve one too. If they're the kind of bright and passionate flowers that can be planted but also used for jazzing up and decorating my drinks, then they're perfect. Anyway, I think my Outer Ring pal owes Miss Orchidea from Duke Gardening a favor, so he recommended the shop to me. Running into you here is just the cherry on top, Proxy. Please, prepare a flower arrangement that catches my eye. Just don't pick anything too delicate. After all, it's going to the Outer Ring, and I don't want those fragile beauties to wither too soon. Oh, and don't forget to add some decorations. That way, at least I still have something nice to look at if the flowers don't make it right. Oh, don't make it right? Oh, and Big Kitty seems to be allergic to certain flowers, so some of them won't do. Bernice's requirements are quite interesting. Then let's pick some accessories to go with the flowers, and prepare a playful arrangement, something lively but not too delicate. Since Polkra is with the Sons of Caledon now, it's best to avoid using lilies for the arrangement. I'll get started right away. She's allergic to lilies. That's kind of interesting. With flowers, of course, with at least one accessory, and charm more than 4 or greater than 4, and softness less than 3. Bright and passionate. We'll do metal base. And needs a charm of 4. These don't bring out the charm factor. What? No lilies. Maybe? That's a charm factor. And maybe this? Alright, bright and passionate flowers. What about red? Ooh. Alright. That still looks a bit odd. I mean, if it completes it, it completes it.
A combination of simplicity and modernity, with no extra lines.
Bernice's celebrative flowers. You specially avoided the flowers that Kitty can't touch. Lamp branch and multicolor peony. Let me take a look at the flowers Proxy picked. They look great, just what I wanted and perfect for the Outer Ring. Proxy, do you do flower deliveries? No, I'm not saying I want to drag you away today. Why not swing by the Outer Ring with some fresh flowers when you get the chance? I have a feeling that this one might not last too long. Bernice turns around suddenly and hastily pulls out a cat Thyron, who has been peeping from the street corner. Hey, Proxy. I I asked you before I left, Pulchra. What was it that you said again? Buying flowers is so pointless, I'm not going? Proxy, are the flowers she requested ready? Which ones are they? I knew you'd pretend that never happened. You're more like a fish than a cat with that 7-second memory, Pulchra. Have you been eating too much fish lately? If you're worried about my, if you're worried my ride isn't suitable for the flowers, just say so. I just didn't expect someone to be foolish enough to strap a pot of flowers to the back seat of their bike and haul it across the sandy outer ring. As for me, I'm a cat tyrant. You're allergic to some flowers. Don't worry, I got you. Just ask the proxy. I made sure to choose flowers you can actually enjoy. Let's head back. We'll get everyone together and have a good look at the flowers. And the proxy picked for us. Bernice and Pulchra leave, bickering all the way. Jane. Alright. Long time no see. So, you're the stand-in manager for Duke Gardening today. No wonder I, your top-tier VIP member, can't even get the video store manager to watch a movie with me. It hasn't been that long. So, that's what this is about. Well, well, you do have hobbies that are hard to pin down. Good thing that besides movies, I've also got favorite flowers. Well, not really flowers per se, more like things that don't stand out but have this sparkle and a hint of alluring danger, you know? But let's focus on the present. You've been honing your flower arranging skills lately, haven't you? And I happen to need some flowers. The theme is something like a heartbroken maiden offering parting flowers to her star-crossed lover. Okay then? No. If it was a bouquet, wouldn't the flowers' guilt and sorrow wither away along with the flowers? Such intense emotion should stay with him for a long, long time, so that every time he carefully tends to the flowers, he will be reminded of the girl who is just as lovely and cherished. Let me think. Cold, harsh reality cages the girl's love-filled heart. All her romantic sentiments are powerless against this prison. What do you think of this design? Such a complex scenario. You're a smart one. If the flowers truly capture the essence of my proposal, I'll buy you a ticket to the play. What do you think? Something doesn't feel right, but let's focus on arranging these flowers. By using red flowers at the top for love-filled heart, pink flowers in the middle for romantic sentiments, and blue or purple flowers at the bottom for cold and harsh reality. If the flowers are romantic enough, they should deliver Jane's message. Let's give it a try then. Alright. We'll do the cerulean pot. This is the top layer. So, top layer, flowers, red flowers. Pink for the center. And then bottom, blue or purple. Blue, purple. Beautiful.
It is both intention and courage.
A prop needed for Jane's stage play. Fiery passion enveloped by cold reality. No matter how romantic the words, they feel powerless in this moment. Butterfly, orchid, and tulip. Ah, so these are the flowers. Young and tender love struggles to grow, yet it feels like it could be drowned out by cold reality at any moment. Even I get teary-eyed when I see these flowers and think of that story. It's already romantic and heartbreaking enough. I'll take them with me then. What about the play? Oh right, I have the ticket with me. Jane casually pulls out a sticky note and effortlessly scribbles a line on it. 10 minutes, Ballet Twins Road. Enjoy the show. Don't miss the opening act of the show, manager. I even have a small cameo in it. If you think I'm not quite hitting the mark as a supporting actor, remember to intervene in time. With a pot of flowers with a long and complicated backstory, Jane heads towards Ballet Twins. It should be a good time to follow and check it out now. I'm sorry. Hold up. Jane looks a bit different now. She's already in disguise. I love you. I really do, but my family, my life, and everything else about me. I don't deserve you, but at least these flowers can stay by your side in my stead. This pot of flowers, it's better than me. It won't disrupt your life, nor bring shame to your family like I would. As long as you take care of it, it will bring you peace whenever you look at it. No! Astra! Don't leave me! Astra? Huh? I don't want to either. But you should take these flowers with you. Make sure to take good care of them. When a gentle breeze passes by and the petals brush against the leaves, that soft rustle will be my last whisper, left behind at your side. No, I won't listen. This is our end. This isn't our end. It can't be. The elegantly dressed man, elegantly dressed. That's not how you would dress elegantly, at least. Refuses to accept the final gift from his beloved. Amidst the struggle, the flower pot slips from Jane's hands and shatters on the ground. Suddenly, Jane's words from earlier come to mind. If you think I'm not quite hitting the mark as a supporting actor, remember to intervene in time. This must be the moment. Jane appears to panic the moment someone else shows up. Ah, you. Why are you here? Why are you still involved with him? No, at least give me time to say goodbye. No, you're coming with me right now. You're being completely unreasonable. I mean, it's gonna say the same thing. A blue blood like you will only bring her misfortune. She belongs with me. Fine, maybe you're right, but that was never my intention. I truly love her. Taking advantage of the man's moment of hesitation, you pretend to drag Jane away. As she's being pulled along, she puts on a teary voice while also casually wiping off her makeup. Finally, you reach a spot out of his sight. We can talk here. He won't hear us. Astral? You don't like the name? It's inspired by the superstar from Ridu. And hey, your little improv just now was really impressive, manager. Anyway, back to where we were. That gentleman's family holds some influence over mining affairs in the Outer Ring. To gather intel, one of my colleagues spent several weeks engaging in a little knock-knock romance with him. But he's rather stubborn, so the whole breakup part got handed off to me. I see. Good question. Strictly speaking, I guess you could say I was being a bit deceptive. But manager, judging by how well you played along just now, no matter how you look at it, we're accomplices now. As my accomplice, I need you to keep our little secret. Ah, that flower arrangement from earlier. Such a pity. If you'd arrived just a bit earlier, it wouldn't have ended up shattered. Perhaps that little lord would have even let me take the flowers back. I guess that counts as a little slip-up in your performance. Now you owe me a romantic gift, right? Be sure to make it up to me when you get the chance. Me? Alright. That is funny. That's absolutely funny. Alright, Anton! This can't go wrong. Of course it can. Proxy! Orchidea isn't here. That's okay, I'm sure your tastes are just as good as Orchidea's. Are you here to buy flowers, Anton? Not for myself, honestly. I'd rather have a full pot of pretty decorations that don't need any upkeep. If they light up, even better. But I think Ben has something else in mind. He specifically asked me to buy a flower pot. I bet he's planning to start growing flowers. Please, pick the most expensive flowers for him. Expensive? Why? I'm not the type to be stingy with my bros. Ben's gonna be over the moon when he gets super fancy flowers. Are you sure? Anton, if you pick the most expensive ones, that might bite into your wallet a bit. Proxy, are you doubting my judgment? Look, here's the message Ben sent me. Bring back a flower pot, a heavy one, clear as day. No, that's not what he meant. If he wasn't planning to start growing flowers, why would he buy a pot of flowers? Besides, given how meticulous Ben is and his usual interest, suddenly wanting to grow flowers makes perfect sense. When you put it like that, that does make sense. Absolutely, trust me on this. Please arrange a flower pot with all the most expensive flowers in the shop for Ben. As for the pot itself, it has to be metal and heavy enough to avoid getting knocked over at the construction site. Ben is as thoughtful as ever. I've even saved the money I was going to spend on my bro's upkeep. I'm gonna be the one to protect the first step on Ben's path to becoming a gardener. Anton's request is simple enough, just a metal flower pot with the most expensive flowers. But is that really what Ben meant? Okay, I'll give it a try then. Alright, so that has to be priced more than 10,000. Alright. Alright. And then glowing decorative. There we go. It's... I'm not gonna lie, it kinda hurt my eyes. I mean, it works, it's bright. Lamp branch. Alright, so I had to use it.
A combination of simplicity and modernity, with no extra lines.
Anton's floral art starting point. Creation for Ben. Ben is so thoughtful. This bouquet will surely be well taken care of. A carved base. Nice! These flowers look amazing. I don't know much about the language of flowers and all that, but looking at this pot of flowers really puts me in a good mood. Is this why everyone's so into that floral design thing? Once things settle down at the site, my bro and I will come to learn from you. My bro's great at loosening soil, so he's bound to be a pro at growing flowers. By the way, since these flowers were prepared by you, how about joining me at Branch Street construction site? Everyone hasn't seen you in a while. We've missed you. That's a bit too mushy. Saying things like that really throws me off. But hey, Ben is there too. If you go, you can also explain the meaning behind these flowers. Sounds good. I was just wondering, why does Ben even need a flower pot in the first place? Don't overthink it. Just wait for Ben to shower us with praise. When the big guy sees how expensive the flowers I brought back are, he'll be so touched he might even cry. Alright, to the construction site. I haven't been here in so long, it feels like. Ben Bigger. And who are these dogs? Oh. Why do you sound so nervous, Anton?
I was just saying to Big Ben, this flower pot you designed is fire! Yeah, Big Ben loves it. Right? Ben?
Right. Like I said, the Roxy has a pair of small and dexterous hands, perfect for flower arranging.
Why does this feel off?
I love the potted flowers you prepared, Proxy. Just these expenses. I better keep a good record of them.
Uh-oh. Why is he smiling so awkwardly?
What are you mumbling about? Did Anton get something wrong? If there's something you want to say, just say it.
Yeah, we're friends. We've known each other for a while.
We really can't hide anything from you.
Of course you can't, Anton.
Why would anyone want to buy flower pots if not for flowers?
My bad. I should have explained it more clearly. When I told Anton I wanted flower pots, I really did mean I just wanted the flower pot itself.
Oh my god.
It's because of these two little troublemakers. They keep knocking over their bowls.
The two little dogs play to the side, biting at each other's muzzles and rolling around the ground in a mock fight. At the same time, you hear them whining and knocking things over, as if to supplement Ben's words.
I hear that if you have a wild hound at home, you could get a really big, heavy flower pot to feed them. They wouldn't be able to knock it over. So I wanted to buy a heavy flower pot to use as a bowl for their water.
I see. That's why Anton's request sounded so odd. Just explain more clearly next time.
My bad for being too hasty. I'll make sure to be more careful next time.
Just as you're about to set the pot aside, a familiar figure appears.
Oh, are you here on business too, Wise?
Oh, Orchidea.
Well, I'm actually fulfilling my duties as temporary manager for Dew Gardening. Since the shop promises to deliver flowers to customers' doors, it's normal for me to take on that duty.
Orchidea's eyes the pot of flowers Anton bought from Dew Gardening, the really expensive one.
It seems, with your skills and sales, our most expensive flowers will be sold out in no time.
It was an honest mistake.
Right, Miss Orchidea. You're here for that, right?
What was that? Ben, explain it to me.
We've looked around, but we only found
Only found.
these two dogs.
The clue's been found. The two so-called wild hounds are currently whining due to not having sturdy enough food bowls.
Thank you for your hard work. It's not your fault. That flower is truly rarer than I could have imagined. Either way, you have my gratitude. I'll figure it out. Well then, my temporary manager and I will be taking our leave.
Of course! But, would you two mind, when you have time,
Bring a flower pot over?
Once I'm free, I'll get you guys another flower pot. How does a stone one sound for these little guys?
Sounds great!
You and Orchidea head back to the flower shop. Chat with Orchidea about today's business. Thank you for your hard work, part-time manager. Looks like it's almost closing time. Did anything special happen today? Pass on Lycon's message. Ah, I understand. This really takes a weight off my shoulders. Now I just need to continue visiting the flower suppliers I had arrangements with. Once I get the right flowers, I'll make sure to send them back promptly. A familiar bamboo with a neck pillow and a work bag passes by tiredly. Ah, it's the kind-hearted flower shop manager and florist. Oh, my sunflowers are blooming beautifully. They're so full of energy that several flower heads are even competing for space above the vase. Evidently, my flower care skills are still with me. Looking at them before heading out in the morning instantly lifts my mood. How's your work going? Terrible. It's getting even worse. My boss's arrogance has somehow turned into a strange anxiety, spreading all over the office. He keeps shouting things like, "Then go find it. Are we just going to stand by and let them stop working?" while pacing back and forth. I don't get it at all. I think I might have understood a little bit. The happiness I get from the sunflowers can only last so long. To ease my boss's anxiety and keep him from causing trouble, I have no choice but to work overtime late into the night. Ah, man. That really sucks. Here's a bouquet of daisies. They don't need much space to grow and should complement your sunflowers nicely. Thank you for your kindness, good-hearted manager. I'm not sure when I'll finally get out of this mess and bring home a pot of flowers of my own. See you next time. Overtime Boo leaves. Poor little thing. It seems like a very dedicated programmer. I hope it can find a better job. Oh, and I'll need to trouble you with helping out at Do Gardening a little longer. But since there's no longer the pressure of searching for Nineveh, and not as many flower suppliers I need to visit, I'll head back to take over the flower shop soon. Lilac? Until then, I'll be counting on you. Return to the flower shop.
Welcome to Do Gardening.
Nice, nice. Alright. Almost done. And I'm assuming, yeah, the rest will be in the next couple days.
Visit. You might encounter the bouquet that opens up your heart.